Yes. Sixth one, find the actual lower, find the actual lower class limit and fifth only. Fifth only I am doing. Find the actual lower class limit and upper class limit. Find the actual lower class limit and upper class limit. Find the actual lower class limit, upper class limit and mid value. Mid value means class mark of the classes. You are given the classes 10 to 19. We draw this 10 to 19. The next it is 20 to 29, 20 to 29, 20 to 29. Then next 30 to 39, 30 to 39. Then next 40 to 49. We are given the class interval 40 to 49. So we are given the class interval. We are given the 1 minute. We are given the class interval 10 to 19, then 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 41. So this is my class interval 10 to 19, then 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49. Is it clear? Now between these two, 10 to 19 and 19 to 20, there is a gap. Yes, there is a gap between 19 to 20. Then 29 to 30, there is a gap. 39 to 40, there is a gap. That means this class interval is not continuous. This class interval is not continuous. Whenever there is a gap between the two consecutive class intervals, whenever there is a gap between two consecutive class interval, there is a gap. That means this is not continuous. Therefore, to make it continuous, we find the adjustment factor. We find the adjustment factor. Yes. To make them, they are not continuous. 10 to 19, then there is gap of 1. Then next it is 20 to 29. Then again there is gap of 1. Then it is 30 to 39. Again there is gap of 1. Then 40 to 49. So to make, that means they are not continuous. To make it continuous, we find the adjustment factor. Now what is that? How we calculate adjustment factor? Between 19 to 20, how much is the difference? Yes, 1. 19 to 20, how much is the difference? 1. 29 to 30, how much is the difference? 1. 39 to 40, how much is the difference? 1. That means the difference between two consecutive class interval is 1. I will divide this one by 2. Whatever is the difference between two consecutive class interval, that number we divide by 2. So what is 1 divided by 2? 0.5. Whatever is the difference between two consecutive class interval, that we divide by 2. We get 0.5. So my adjustment factor is 0.5. My adjustment factor is, yes. See here. That is what I am telling you. No. Between 19 to 20, what is the gap? Difference 1. 29 to 30, what is the difference? 1. 39 to 40, what is the difference? 1. So whatever is the difference, that difference we divide by 2. You can write difference divide by 2. You can write difference divide by 2. Difference divide by 2. Repeating. No, see, it is not continuous because there is a gap between two consecutive class interval. Between two consecutive class interval, there is a gap. So they are not continuous. So our first job is to make it continuous. To make it continuous. Yes. Yes, then you cannot do this. Without continuous, there will be the gap. There will be the gap between two consecutive class interval. We want the class interval to be continuous. For example, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 49, then they are continuous. But there is a gap between two consecutive class intervals. So to make them continuous, you have to find the adjustment factor. Now what we have to find, how we find the actual class? To find actual class, how we find the actual class interval? To find the actual class interval, we not understood? Okay. See, 10 to 19, it is 10 to 19, then next it is 20 to 29, then next it is 30 to 39, then next it is 40 to 49. So 10 to 19, then 20 to 29. So 19 and 20, there is a gap of 1, that means they are not continuous. We want the class interval to be continuous, always you remember. We must want the class interval to be continuous. For example, if it is 10 to 19, next should be 19 onwards. It should not be 20. Is it clear? For example, now why we make it continuous? For example, if my number is 19, where you will take this number 19? Tell me. Where you will take this frequency 19? If my frequency is 19, in which class interval you will take frequency 19? That you tell me. We always take the frequency. No. See here, we always take the frequency in that interval where that number is in the lower limit. So 10 to 19, 19 is excluded. This remember. Then there is no 19. There is no 19. So 19 frequency will not be there. So to make it continuous, we find the adjustment factor. What is the adjustment factor? Whatever is the difference between two consecutive class intervals, that difference we divide by 2. Whatever is the class interval between two consecutive, whatever is the difference between two consecutive class interval, that difference we divide by 2. That difference we divide by 2. That difference we divide by 2. So what is the difference? 1. Whatever is the difference 1, that 1 we divide by 2, 0.5. To find actual class interval, we find from lower limit, see here, from lower class limit, we subtract adjustment factor, that is 0.5, and to upper limit we add. We add adjustment factor. To find the actual class interval, whatever is my adjustment factor, to find actual class interval, from lower limit we subtract that adjustment factor, and to upper limit we add that adjustment factor. So now we write the actual class interval. Yes. So now we find the actual class interval is yes, what you will do, tell me. Now to 10 to 19, this is my lower limit, this is my upper limit. So to lower limit you will subtract 0.5, to upper limit you will add 0.5. So what is actual class? Yes, tell me. What is that? That will be 10 minus 0.5, no? 10 minus 0.5 to 19 plus 0.5. So what is that? That is nothing but 10 minus 0.5, that is 9.5, 9.5 to 19.5. This is my first class interval. Next 19 to 20. So from 19 I will subtract, next, what is my next? Sorry. Next is 20 to 29. So to 20 I will subtract 0.5. Then to 29 I will add 0.5. So what it becomes? 19.5 to 29.5. Now next is 30 to 39. Wait, to 30 I will subtract 0.5. Then to 39 I will add 0.5. So that is 29.5 to 39.5. Next 40 to 49, 40 I will subtract 0.5. Whatever is the adjustment factor, that you have to subtract from lower limit and add to the upper limit. 49 plus 0.5. So that is 39.5 to 49.5. Let us check whether they are continuous. Let us check whether they are continuous. We'll see. What is that? Start from 9.5. Yes, 9.5 to 19.5. Yes. Then next it is 19.5 to 29.5. Then 29.5 to 39.5. Then 39.5 to 49.5. So now they are continuous. They are continuous. There is no gap between two consecutive class intervals. So this is my actual class. This is my actual class. So we write actual class is 9.5 to 19.5, then 19.5 to 29.5, dash means 2, then 29.5 to 39.5, then 39.5 to 49.5. So whenever class interval is not continuous, we have to make them continuous. How we make them continuous? By finding the adjustment factor. And how we find the adjustment factor? Whatever is the difference between two consecutive class intervals, that difference we divide by 2. We get the adjustment factor. After finding the adjustment factor, you have to subtract adjustment factor from the lower limit and add adjustment factor to the upper limit. Yes, clear. Add adjustment factor to the lower limit. Yes. Now what is, so we have found the actual class. We have found the actual class. We are clear? We have found the actual class. So what is asked further? Find the lower class limit, upper class limit and mid value. Find the lower class limit, upper class limit and mid value. Is it clear? So what are my lower class? Yes, what are my lower class? What are my lower class? 9.5, 19.5, 29.5, 39.5. What are my lower class? Lower limit. Yes, lower class means lower class limit. No. Lower class limit. Now what is what? No. See, how it is? There, see, from which number the class interval start, that is my lower class limit. And yes, and to which number the class interval ends, that are my upper limit. So lower class limits are 9.5, 19.5, 29.5, 39.5. These are lower limits. So we write lower class limits, are 9.5, then comma 19.5, then 29.5 and 39.5. And upper class limits are yes, upper class limits are where the class interval ends. Class interval ends at this number 19.5, 29.5, 39.5, 49.5. Upper class limits are 19.5, 29.5, 39.5 and 49.5 and 49.5. Yes. Are you able to hear me? Yes. Are you able to hear me? Yes. Are you able to hear me? Because I am not able to hear. Yes. One minute. 1 minute. Yes.
Sir,
1 minute.
sir, your video is off.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now are you able to hear me? Okay. तो ठीक है. Now let us continue. Lower class limit. Mid values are lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Yes, mid value is same as class mark. So let us find the mid value. Let us find mid value. Mid value is same as class mark. Let us find mid value. Mid value is same as class mark. Mid value is same as class mark. Now how we find the class mark? Let us find the first class mark. So this is my first class interval, 9.5 to 19.5. So what will be first class mark? Lower limit plus upper limit, divide this total by 2. Lower limit plus upper limit, divide this total by first class interval is 9.5 to 19.5. So that will be first mid value will be lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. So 9.5 plus 19.5 divided by 2. That will be 29. Yes, 29 by 2. How much? That will be 14. 29 upon 2. But you have to show this part. Lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. 29.2. That is 14.5. So 14.5 is my first mid value. Then next 19.5 to 29.5. So lower limit plus upper limit, divide this total by 2. Divide this total by 2. So 19.5 plus 29.5 divided by 2. How much that is? 49. Yes. How 39? 49 divided by 2. 49 divided by 2. 2 2s are 4. Yes, 2 4s are 8. 24.5 is the next mid value. Next, lower limit plus upper limit. 29.5 plus 39.5. Right. Yes. Lower limit plus upper limit, divide this total by 2. So 29.5 plus 39.5, divide this total by 2. So that is 69 by 2. Yes, 34.5. The less mid value is 39.5. Lower limit plus upper limit. Lower limit plus upper limit divide by 2. So that is, yes, 89 by 2, and that is 44.5. So now these are mid values. This 40.5, then 24.5, 34.5, 44.5, they are the mid values. So we write mid values are, so whenever class interval is not continuous, you have to make it continuous by finding the adjustment factor. That adjustment factor we subtract. I had to explain, don't see the duration. One thing I am repeating several times. I have to make you understand. This. That is why otherwise in 2 minutes you can get the answer. So right, mid values or class mark. Mid values are 14.5, 24.5, 34.5 and 44.5. These are the mid values. These are the mid values. Yes. These are the mid values. Now do it. Only one value. Yes. The formula for mid value or class mark is, see, step by step you have to go. If the class interval is not continuous, you have to make them continuous. First you have to find the adjustment factor. Whatever is the difference between two consecutive class intervals, that difference we divide by 2, we get adjustment factor. That adjustment factor we subtract from lower limit and we add to upper limit. We get the actual class. From that actual class we can find the class mark or mid value by using the formula lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Now 6 will be homework. 6 will be homework. Now let us do the no. Now let us do 6th and 7th homework. 7th also class interval is not continuous. Are you getting? Class interval is not continuous, you have to make them continuous. Are you getting this? The 7 just now we did, no, 30 to 34, 35 to 39, there is a difference of 1 between, 8th one, construct a cumulative frequency distribution. No, not in the graphic one, in the notebook only. Construct a cumulative frequency distribution, 8th one. Construct a cumulative frequency distribution. So now let us make the table. 8th one, you mark important this one, that is cumulative frequency distribution. cumulative frequency distribution. In short, we write CF. CF means cumulative frequency. Now first we are given the data, class interval and frequency. We are given the data, class interval, then we are given frequency. Class interval, then we are given frequency. This class interval, in short, we write CI, and frequency we write F. Then now we want to find cumulative frequency. So we add one more column, that is cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency, that is CF. Cumulative frequency, that is CF. So first class interval is given 0 to 8. 0 to 8, frequency is 9. Then 8 to 16, frequency is 13. Then 16 to 24, frequency is 12. Then 24 to 32, frequency is 7. Then 32 to 40, frequency is 50. So these are the frequency given. We want to find CF. So now see the technique, how we find CF. Now this first frequency we keep as it is. So 9, we will write 9 only. First frequency I will keep as it is. So first frequency and first CF, they are same. 9 I will carry as it is, 9. Now how will find next CF? You will add this frequency to next frequency. So this I will add to 13 and add this. So 9 plus 13 is 22. Yes, so that I will write there. Then next I will add this CF to next frequency. So 22 plus 12. 22 plus 12. Yes. 22 plus 12 is 34. Yes. The next 34 I will add to next frequency. 34 plus 7. 34 plus 7 is 41. Then next I will add this frequency to 15. 41 to 15. 41 to 15. It is 56. And this is the column of CF. Is it clear? Sum is over. To find cumulative frequency CF, first frequency we write as it is. Then this first frequency I will add to the next frequency. 9 plus 13, 22. 22 plus 12, 34. 34 plus 7, 41. 41 plus 15, 56. And this is the column of CF. Now if you see, yes, second will be same. Second will be same, no? 8 will be same, 8 second will be same. 12 you will write 12. Are you getting? Yes. Cumulative frequency we have written, no? No, why you will add this? Why you will add? So 8 second will be same. 8 second will be same. 8 second will be same. Let me do the ninth one. 8 second will be same. Ninth one, construct a frequency distribution table for the following frequency: 10 to 19, 8. So in that you are given the cumulative frequency. You have to find frequency. Are you getting? You are given CF. So from CF you have to find frequency. So first it is class interval. We write as it is class interval. Then next we have frequency. Next we have frequency, and then we have CF. Cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency, that is CF. And we have to find, we are given the table CI, class interval, frequency, and then cumulative frequency. So we are given the table 10 to 19. You are given CF as 8. Are you getting? You are given cumulative frequency as 8. Then 20 to 29. CF is 19. Then 30 to 39. 30 to 39. Wait, no. 23. Then 40 to 49. 40 to 49. It is 30. It is 30. So now we have to find frequency. See, we know this. The first entry of frequency and CF, the first entry of frequency and cumulative frequency, they are same. The first entry of frequency and cumulative frequency, they are same. So my CF is 8. So first frequency will be 8 only. First frequency will be 8. Then now see here, 8, wait, 8 plus this number is 19. So what should be that number? 8 plus this number should be 19. Yes, so that will be 19 minus 8. That will be 19 minus 8, and that is 11. Next, 19 plus this number, 19 plus this number is 23. So this, 23 minus 19, that is 4. Then 23 plus this number, how 11? 19 plus this number is 23. So this number will be 23 minus 19. 8 plus this number is 19. So this number will be 19 minus 8. 19 plus this number is 23. So this number will be 23 minus 19. Then next 23 plus this number is 30. So this number will be 30 minus 23. 30 minus 23, that is 7. So in this way we find, you are given the table of frequency, we can find the, we are given the table of cumulative frequency. From cumulative frequency we can find frequency. So second you will do in the same way. Second you will do in the same way. Yes. Bye. Bye. Solve the problem. Do the homework without fail.